Hello, my name is Boyd Bailey with Wisdom Hunters. Thanks so much for joining us today. I have a special guest, my good friend Johnny Hunt here at First Baptist Woodstock. Of course, the springtime of year, we're all thinking about Easter and the resurrection and what God has in store for all of us. And Johnny, thank you for taking the time to hang out here in your study and to talk a few minutes to our friends here, these fellow Wisdom Hunters. But a few questions we've been talking about, Johnny. Christianity, of course, the resurrection is so central in what we believe. In fact, with the cross of Jesus taking care of our sins, really without the resurrection, he'd been just another person crucified on the cross. But talk for a few minutes about really the importance of the resurrection to the Christian faith.
Okay. Well, that's a great subject to speak to, and especially in the context of the season. The biblical revelation is incredible. When I think about the life of Jesus, in Mark's gospel, which we believe is the oldest gospel, the very first act of the ministry of Jesus was baptism. We have to ask the question, why such emphasis in commencing your ministry with baptism? I believe the first act of his public ministry displayed his last act, and that is, he was buried in those waters to remind us he came to die for our sins. And then as John the Baptist raised him up, it's really a picture of the resurrection. So he was saying, this is why I came. And he came to identify with us. And so in the resurrection, it's God's way of validating the fact that not only could Christ die, because a lot of good men have died for a good cause, or for a good friend, or for a group of people in a tribe. But the fact is they remain dead. But Jesus is not only the one who wrote the will, but because of the resurrection, he will be the one to read the will. It's remarkable. So to the Christian, that's the difference. It separates Christianity from every known religion of the world. There are many religions that had their leaders, but all of their leaders died and stayed dead. But Jesus died and rose from the dead.
Boy, I couldn't have said it any better, and I love your point about baptism. It really is just like Jesus modeled for us, going down in the water, coming alive, and then in our own walk with Christ. When we come to Christ in salvation, we're being buried, our old way of living, and coming alive to live for Christ.